Other side of the aisle, let's bring in Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn from the great state of Tennessee. Nice to see you, ma'am.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, when I was a little boy, you'd go into a store with your mom, and there'd be a little sign there that she would always point out to me. I can't imagine why. That would say, "You break it, you buy it," and she would point that out to me. Are the Republicans at a point here, you break it, you buy it, when it comes to Obamacare?
Not at all, because Obamacare is what broke the health insurance marketplace. And all you need to do to look at that is go back to the time they're passing the bill. They had to pass it to read it, to find out what was in it, and it was disruption as they spent 4 years trying to put it in place. Now, if you return to 2010, February 2010, in the Blair House Healthcare Summit, what you saw was Republicans lay out a patient-centered private sector approach for healthcare reforms, broadening the marketplace.
Congressman, I get what was laid out in 2010, but at least from what I can tell, there's not been any concrete plans laid out by the Republicans for what you're going to do to replace it. What are they?
Oh, absolutely there have been. And we laid them out even back in 2010. They said, here's our government plan. We said, here's our private sector plan. And you know what, Leland, we've already taken.
Are those the same plans now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Across state line purchase of health insurance, association health plans, expanded health savings accounts. All of that is there on the health insurance side. Now, we've taken a huge step already.
Will there be an individual mandate, yes or no?
There will not be an individual mandate, but on the replace side, some of the things that we have already done, 21st Century Cures, is the precision medicine bill that is already signed into law. President Obama signed that in December. That is a big step toward reforming delivery systems and payment structures.
So are the Democrats all wet in their argument that they don't really know what the Republicans are going to put forth? Do you feel as though you have a really grand idea that we just all haven't read? What is it? I'm trying to figure out where this is coming from.
There are plenty of bills. There are several bills that these ideas have been brought together in total. You have the American Healthcare Reform Act. You have, Dr. Price has for several years had H.R. 3200. And so, yes, you have those dealing with an array of issues on the insurance, the delivery, and the reimbursement side. And those ideas, those concepts, those bills, those pieces of legislation, they're all there. As I said, precision medicine, 21st Century Cures, focusing us on getting after this. We've already passed that. We did it last year. It was signed in December. So that is a big
I understand all that, but
forward.
why does it seem so difficult, though, to get a realistic bill, if you will, where the huge complaint about Obamacare was the great line from Nancy Pelosi: we've got to pass it so we can read it and figure out what's in there. And you've got the president-elect and your House Speaker saying we got to do this in the first 100 days. We're going to do it in the first 100 days. Don't we run the very same risks?
Not at all, because our legislation has been out there now for about 7 years. And people have read it, but you know, Democrats like great, big, comprehensive 2,500-page bills. What we like to do is say, here is a problem that needs our attention. Maybe it takes a 2 or 3 page piece of legislation to fix it. So we laser focus on that, and we fix that issue.
That begs the question. If it can be done in 2 or 3 pages, why haven't we seen the 2 or 3 pages?
You have. We've got them filed. Go to our House.
Wait, if we've seen them, Congressman, if we've seen the pages, why isn't Paul Ryan up there saying this is what we're going to do? Here's the 2 or 3 pages. There is no replacement idea yet on the table.
Oh, yes, there is. Go to our Better Way plan that we have on our
so is Better Way the one that's
Republican conference web.
So is Better Way going to be presented? Is that what's going to happen?
You're going to have, yes, it's in different bills, and those are the provisions. Absolutely, read it and look at what we're going to do with making certain that everyone has access to affordable health care, that patients, not the federal government, are making decisions, that individuals and moms and dads and families are in charge of their health care, that we are making certain that insurance is affordable, and pay attention to the fact that what we're going to do is focusing on access by making certain that these networks that have gotten so narrow are
Congressman,
expanded.
Congressman, I appreciate all the talking points. I'm looking forward to seeing the bill when you all have it, and have you back to talk about it. Thank you, ma'am.
Go to my website. It's all right there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.